Hey, good morning, everyone. The King speaks. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and click that button right now. And we're going to get right into it. The Breonna Taylor decision from the grand jury has not sat well with most people. And can you really blame them based on the decision? The detective who shot 10 times, wanton endangerment, which wasn't a charge for Breonna Taylor being killed. It was a charge for shooting into a adjacent apartment building to hers, the apartment beside near hers. So there really wasn't a conviction that should have been convicted. I mean, all three officers should have been charged. Now, if you go do some background on this, if you have not, the background is that these guys either had a no-knock warrant. Now, if you don't know what a no-knock warrant is, it means that the officers, whoever drug enforcement team, the whatever wants to bust your door in without announcing who they are, they can come right into your property, seize anything they deem as evidence against you, drugs, cash, money, computer files, whatever. And they can use that against you in a court of law after you convicted or whatever the no-knock warrant is for. So that's what the issue stemmed from. Apparently, now you can look this up for yourself. Go ahead and do a Google search on the case Breonna Taylor decision, grand jury. And you can see all the news and look up the facts. And the Louisville department issued a no-knock warrant. They didn't announce who they were at the door. Of course, they don't have to with a no-knock warrant. And they kicked the door open after Breonna and her boyfriend at the time had asked who was at the door. And no answer. The door flies off the hinges, and he shoots at the intruders. So what I want to stop right now, I'm going to ask you guys and gals a question out there. Would you shoot someone coming through your door to keep the door off the hinges? Because I would. I would shoot, unload the clip, shoot the shotgun, whatever I had. Me, shotgun and pistol here. So, and I'm gonna give you a scenario on this. I have two daughters. They live with me in this house. So, if someone was to kick the door in, or first of all, as the report said, bam, 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 beating on the door. And I asked, who is it? Why? I first of all be wondering, why are you beating my door that loud? You know, it automatically gonna cause me to start. And I know my children would run back there and get me instantly if I'm in the back room. Or if anyone there, if somebody knocking on the door, and I go ask, who is it? First thing I'm gonna tell my kids do, go in the very back of the house, stay there. I'm gonna be strapped. And I'm gonna be ready. So if that door flew open, I'm shooting too. So I can't blame the guy for shooting at them first, when that's not, you don't know who that is coming through the door. Now, if someone was to say this is such and such PD, I will automatically say, okay, wait a minute. I would announce, hey, I'm about to open the door, find out, because I wouldn't worry about I have done anything wrong. So that still wouldn't guarantee my safety, though, as we all know that. Me opening the door up and announcing who I am and all that. You still don't guarantee. But it'd be good to know who's at my door so I don't shoot you in your face or in your upper body, wherever. But when you bust through the door. So he did that. They returned fire, killing Breonna instead of her boyfriend that shot them shot. And apparently he was shooting because he was paranoid that her ex-boyfriend coming in starting trouble. See, that nonsense. So Breonna dies. No charges. Now, the grand jury decides to do wanton endangerment. That still is not justice for Breonna at all. That's coming from a common sense, logical perspective, because y'all killed her based on a warrant that was bogus. Go look it up. And a no-knock warrant should be outlawed. They should do away with that crap, because we don't know who's coming through the door. Because they would have shot me too, I guess, because I'm going to shoot back. I'm not waiting on someone to, oh yeah, I like to tell you, wait a minute, I know I'm in your house and I got the gun drawn, but see, I am the Louisville Police Department. I'm in plain clothes and I don't have a body cam. Two other eras. Plain clothes, no body cam. I don't know officer. Of course, they're in plain clothes. They probably not gonna have a body cam. But plain clothes, you're a burglar. You somebody armed robber. That's how we thinking. That's how anybody common sense would be thinking. So if you think about this, this is why people have issues with police officers right now. I'm gonna get on this. There's no trust. It's almost like, well, we're gonna do this, and regardless who we kill, we're gonna do some legal BS to get out of it. And you got to deal with it. Now, if you ever been through police brutality nonsense like that, you leave a comment. Let me know. Because we all have. I have for no reason. You know, we all had to pull you over and you wonder what's going on. And then they want to search your car, want to do all this. And then it looks stupid after they don't find anything because there's nothing they can find. We haven't done anything. You haven't done anything. So what has happened now? Okay, there was a settlement, $12 million settlement for Breonna Taylor's death, or to her family. That still wouldn't sit well with me because that we still don't have if that was my daughter, that's my daughter. We still don't have our child, our sister. So money is one thing, and we all need money, but we do want to keep our family members alive and who we love. So you can do the research. You Google up and look at the no-knock warrant. You can look at why they were there, Louisville police. Now the guy was, I think it's Hankison, his last name, officer. He was the only one charged. The two other guys was in charge, which I believe is bogus too. They should be charged too. That's my opinion. You leave a comment if you disagree or agree. Now, let's get to police trust before I end this. Now, as far as right now going on in Louisville, 2 officers been shot. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you what's been happening. This is a dark force going on. People don't realize. You ever seen that scripture in the Bible? We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities of darkness. That's what's going on. I know I know y'all don't want to hear religion, but it's dark forces that cause human beings to fall, and they actually act evil. So evil, when people act evil, that's what they are. Call them what they are. I don't care if you're a police officer, nurse, fireman, whatever you're doing. If you acting evil, doing evil, and corrupt, that's what happens. So what's happening with law enforcement is people don't trust you guys. So if you're an officer watching this, you're not trusted. They don't, trust is out the window. I know, because when I heard this guy in Louisville Police Department say we want to establish trust, I said that's out the window because of the road cops, the ones that have done evil, the ones that have done crooked to society, using the power of their badge to do whatever, then it's in their mind, you can't do nothing to me because I'm a police officer, which that's most of the time what happens. So people get tired of it. So what they're telling people, what the society is telling people, since y'all don't want to listen to us, we can't get justice, we're going to take justice and start shooting at police officers. And we're going to start attacking police officers. We're going to start doing this. Now, is that right? Absolutely not. These people have families too. That's not right at all. I wouldn't do that, and I don't recommend any of you guys do that. Remember, to look at the individual. So, well, I'm going to tell you what's the problem. Mark my words here. You so-called good moral cops, and I said this in one of my other videos, the moral cops out there, oh, I'm a good man, Christian, or praise Allah, or whatever religion you serve, talking about peace. Yet you let these crooked people harass people, beat people up, shoot people, and you know it's wrong. You let them do it. And they're your partner. And you don't check them. You don't report them. You don't do nothing. You are just as guilty as what they've done. So now everybody lumps everybody in. Now, I know we should look at individuality because everybody need to look at individuality. Like, well, you're an individual, you did this. So you are the one that's going to be looking at. But people are lumping in because so many people all over the world have experienced police brutality and unwarranted arrests, killings, all that. All over, they're just sick of it. And this comes to a boil. And like I say, that's what happened. So, no, I don't think they were justice for Breonna Taylor. No, of course not. They need to do away with no-knock warrants. All they need to be done away with. We also, your police officers need to check your partners. If you see evil going on in your department, check it. Because if you don't, there's society going to check it, but they're going to do it their way. It's going to be vigilante justice on the society part. They'll come out there killing everybody with a police officer uniform on. They don't care. That's a mother, father, good people. They don't care. So, with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Here's the King. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment, click like, and subscribe. And with that, you guys have a great one. Stay safe out there. Remember, the first wealth is health. Talk to you soon.